Baki Tech Reviews. Like always, mera goal, mera azam is to help you make the best decisions in choosing your gadgets. See, not too long ago I did a review of the iPad 2, and after that I started receiving quite a few questions and comments on my Facebook and my blog about what are the other options, which tablet should I get if I'm not going to buy an iPad. See, tablets are the it gadget to have these days, and almost every manufacturer is planning on releasing one, or at least claims that they will release one in the near future. So I decided, rather than doing a review of each and every one that comes out, I should do this buying guide and help you make your own better informed decisions. There are a few key factors that you have to keep in mind while making your purchase of a tablet. So what they are, let's find out. See, the first factor that you have to consider in buying a tablet is the needs versus want factor. See, if you're like most people, then you really want a tablet, but you don't really have a very specific need for it. You have to realize that tablets are not really full-blown computers, and they cannot really replace your smartphone either. And they are significant investments to begin with. So you really have to decide on whether you will be using the tablet as much as you want to right now or not. I own an iPad, and I personally use it a lot, but I know a lot of people as well who really don't use their tablets as much, and they're just sitting there collecting dust. So that is one factor that you have to keep in mind before you pull out the cash and go buy a tablet. So now that you've decided that you really want a tablet and you're able to justify your purchase, the second factor that you have to consider is the price. See, the golden rule about tablets is that you really get what you pay for. So unless you spend a good amount of money on a good tablet, you will end up with something that you will not really be liking too much. Two things that you have to keep in mind while purchasing tablets is that you have to determine the maximum that you are willing to spend in order to purchase a tablet. Suppose if you want to spend not more than 50,000 bucks or 60,000 bucks, then you should keep that in mind. And then the second thing that you consider is, in that absolute maximum that you've determined, what are the absolute must-have features that you need. And once you've determined your price point, you can actually start looking at what options you have available in the market in that price range. Another very important decision that you have to make while choosing your tablet is the choice of platform that you want to use. The two major options available for you are the iOS, which is available on the Apple iPad, and the Android operating system, which is available on a variety of tablets that are upcoming in the market. So you have to realize that the interface is something that you will be using most often, and you will be spending often hours a day on that interface. So that is something you have to be comfortable with. Keeping that in mind, you also have to realize that the apps available on the iPad are much more than apps available on the Android specifically made for tablets. That is not to say that other Android apps that are made for smartphones will not run on your Android tablet, but they are not specifically made for that platform. So that is one thing that you have to keep in mind, and in that regard, the iPad has a plus point right there. Plus, it also has the smooth interface and the simplicity that most people are so crazy about. But what Android offers in return is the flexibility, the choice of widgets, and other options that are available to you right there on your home screen, which the iOS does not provide as of yet. So before you plunge into buying a tablet, think very hard about whether you are comfortable with the iOS, or you can take a risk with the Android tablets. Once you've chosen the platform, the next thing that you have to make a decision with is the screen size and the dimensions of the tablet that you're willing to purchase. The most common screen sizes available in the market today are 7 inches and 10 inches. You can go as small as a 5-inch tablet with the Dell Streak, but that is totally a matter of your preference. In the 10-inch category, the points vary very slightly. Whereas the iPad has a 9.7-inch screen, the newly available Galaxy Tab is a 10.1-inch screen. But what you have to keep in mind is not this minuscule difference in real estate, but the screen quality and the resolution. So when you're making a buying decision, make sure you read reviews on the screen quality and the resolution of the product, rather than just the mere real estate difference on the screen size. Another very important thing that you have to keep in mind is the weight and the thickness of the tablet that you're carrying. See, tablets are handheld devices, and if you use them for an extended period of time, even a small amount of weight difference can make a huge difference in the comfort. I have an iPad, the older version, and the newer iPad 2 is about 33% lighter, but it makes a world of a difference when you are using it for extended periods of time. I simply love the way the iPad 2 is easy and comfortable to use. Also, what you have to consider when making a buying decision is how pocketable do you want your tablet to be. If you want to carry it in your pocket, I will seriously advise against going a 10.1 inch or a 10 inch category tablet. 7-inch tablets can fit into your pocket, although with a little bit of a struggle. And if you want real portability, then the Dell Streak is your only option. So it all boils down to how you want to use your tablet and how long you want to use your tablet for and what you are willing to do with it. If it's pure multimedia and you're going to be using it sitting down, then a larger screen size is recommended. But if you are going to be on the go a lot and you want it to fit into your pocket or a small handbag, then you should go with a smaller screen size. See, just like I mentioned before, tablets are portable devices, and with any portable device, battery life is important. Unlike smartphones, tablets have bigger screens and oftentimes more powerful hardware. Also, you don't use them just like you use a smartphone. This means that the screen on the tablet remains on for longer periods of time, requiring more power. See, in my opinion, any tablet with less than 7 hours of battery life is below average. The iPad provides very decent battery life that is claimed to be at about 10 hours. There are other tablets out there in the market as well that claim to give slightly more or about the same battery life as the iPad. So do a little bit of research in what you want to get. And as a rule of thumb, your battery life should be directly proportional to the amount of traveling that you do. If you stay out of home for longer periods of time, you don't want to run out of juice right when you need to use your tablet. Just a word of advice, don't take the manufacturer's claim of battery life at face value and do a little bit more research and get opinion from other users of the same tablet about the battery life and how long does it actually last. See, one thing tablets really are not is just simply big fancy touchscreens. They are very capable devices and they can do a lot more than you expect. However, if you just take the example of simple smartphones, people are used to liking the flexibility and options that additional accessories provide. Part of the reasons iPods and iPhones became so popular was the immense amount of accessories available for them through third-party vendors in the market. Well, the same stands true for the iPad. In this division, iPad is still king. There are a few accessories available for the other tablets available in the market, but they are very limited. As more and more tablets come out, more and more accessories will start coming out for them, but the popularity and the availability of accessories of the iPad is basically not matched as of yet. If you consider the variety of docks, cradles, speakers, and the super cool magnetic covers available for any tablet, the iPad reigns supreme. That stands to be a major plus point for Apple and its tablets in the market as of yet. So if you're the type of person that likes to buy a lot of accessories with their smartphones or their tablets, you might be better off going with an iPad. But if accessories don't really make or break the deal for you, then there are still other options available for you to consider. Remember what we talked about when we talked about the price point? We talked about the absolute must-have feature for your tablet. See, once you determine what you are going to be using your tablet for primarily, this plays a major role in your tablet buying decision. Tablets are differentiated on many bases. You can differentiate tablets on the basis of how many cameras they have available if you're planning on taking pictures with your tablets, whether they have 3G capabilities or not, although 3G capabilities are not available in Pakistan through networks right now, and whether they have phone call making capabilities or not, whether they have gyroscopic sensors in the tablets or not. Remember those 3D sensors that enhance your gameplay? Those sensors. Or if they have media streaming capabilities or not. If you plan on using your tablet for a lot of media streaming through your home server, then that might be an option that you might want to look into more before you make a buying decision. If you plan on taking a lot of pictures with your tablet, then you might want to consider how good the camera quality is on the tablet. If you want to do a lot of video chatting, then you might want to consider two options or two cameras available on the tablet. Once you determine what the most important features are for you, it'll make your buying decision a lot more easier. So do a little bit more research, and just like I said, don't take manufacturers' claims at face value and look at other users' opinions of the same tablets. So in conclusion, it all boils down to what features you really want in a tablet and whether you really want a tablet or not in the first place. But if you ask for my personal opinion about whether this is the best time to buy a tablet or not, I would say no. See, the hottest and most happening thing amongst displays, which is a major part of any tablet, is 3D. Some manufacturers have already released 3D versions of their tablets, and a lot of manufacturers are claiming that they will be releasing 3D versions of tablets in the near future. As rumor has it, the up-and-coming iPad 3 might be an iPad 3D, but that is just speculation at the moment. So, if you can wait, I would seriously suggest that you do so and wait to see what better options come out in the near future. Some remarkable tablets that not only display 3D but are capable of recording images and videos in 3D are in the works or already available. So those are options that you should consider. But if you're like me and you really want to have something to play with at this point in time, you should keep these factors in mind while making your buying decision. Like always, if you have any additional questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you leave me a comment or a message on my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, or on my blog, and I will try to respond to as many as I can as soon as I can. And I will strongly urge you to follow us on our Facebook, blog, and Twitter, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel for the latest news, reviews, and updates. As always, I hope this video has helped. My name is Arslan, aka Pocky Techie, and thank you for watching.